Happy Monday, everyone. Carmen Broxma here with Choose Joy with Carmen. And I just wanted to wish you all a happy Memorial Day and hope you have a great day and some fun plans. It's about 10 o'clock here, so I don't know when you'll be watching this or when I'll get it actually uploaded, but hopefully you have a great day and or you had a great day depending on when exactly you're watching this. I'm kind of glad that it's a little chilly outside because I have a lot of planting to do, but it's only 57 degrees outside right now. And I don't feel like being outside planting or even going and buying flowers. So I'm kind of glad because I have so much stuff that I need to do inside today, including this video for today. So before we get started though, I wanted to show you, if you watched last week's video where I made this wedding card, I had told you that I had die cut the paper. Um, I had die cut it with with the design on the front, and I didn't want that, and so I had to think of something to do with that extra piece. And so I turned it around, and then this is what I came up with. And I actually got to say, I like this card better. So I like um, this one. I mean, they're both pretty. I mean, this is great for a wedding card because it's got a lot of that shimmer and stuff like that. But I just really like the simpleness of this one. And so I basically turned that paper over for this background and then just used the metallic part just for those two little sections. So I just wanted to show that to you. Then on the inside, I just took a little piece of that and put that on the inside, and I made a birthday card out of it instead of a wedding card. So I wanted to share that with you. And the other thing I wanted to share with you is I have a friend who just recently became a pastor. He got his certification to be a pastor, and we're going to be having a celebration for him in the end of June. And I decided to pull out some old retired stamps, and these are the ones that I chose to design a card for him. And so him and his wife and I made a bunch of I think we made 85 of these invitations, and I just wanted to share it with you. So he really wanted like a Kelly green, so we decided to go with this color. And I used this embossing folder, which is called, it's a stone 3D, and it's retired. All this stuff is retired. But I just fell in love with that embossing folder because it has that stone look. And so I just wanted to show you that this was the invitations that we made for his celebration that we're going to be doing in June. And basically celebrating one of God's most remarkable creations. So we are just all so happy that he has become a pastor and looking forward to seeing where his ministry will lead as we go forward. So I just wanted to share that with you. And these were the stamp sets that I used, the artesian texture that's retired, and we used this one right here for the back of the cross. And then I used this little splotchy dot right around that. And then this set, the Hold On to Hope. And so we used the cross, the sentiment, and of course we used the dies that came with it to create the whole focal point of the cross. So there you go. I just wanted to share that with you because I just thought it came out really cute and I really like it. So, alrighty then. So let's get started on today's card. And because it's Memorial Day, I decided I probably needed to do something in red, white, and blue, right? So I decided to work on a slim card. Now, I'm not a big fan of slim cards, but then when I got to thinking about that, I went, well, I don't make this YouTube channel and the cards for me, right? I'm here to inspire you guys, and I know there's many of you out there that love slimline cards. And so Stampin' Up had this um, die cut and the sentiments, and they were geared toward making slimline cards. So I thought I would use that today on my card, and then we're also going to be using the Stitch rectangle framelits. We're going to be using these two, and so hopefully this will be a fun and easy card. And so what I did was I cut, and I will put all the dimensions on my blog. So what I did was I went ahead and took this die right here, and I cut it 3 times. Well, let's say, so I cut a silver so that I could have the silver. Then I cut it in, let's see, I cut it in the white. Well, I did cut it in the white, but I don't know that I need to really do the white in there. We'll see. And then I did the Starry Sky, which is a new in color, and then I did the Real Red. And the way I did this is I went ahead and stamped this sentiment on some scrap basic white, and I stamped it in the Starry Sky, and then I stamped it in the Real Red. And then what I did is I took the stitch rectangle and I went ahead and die cut it out. But then I wanted, stitching around the whole thing. So then what I did is after I die cut it out, I went ahead and, well, let me see. Maybe what I'll do is stamp one, and then I'll be right back and show you what that looks like, because I don't know that I can explain it very well. So let me stamp that for you real quick, and then I will be right back. Okay, so what I did is I stamped it in the Starry Sky and also the Real Red, and then I die cut it with this. And then to get it stitched all the way around each of the words like I did, I went ahead and found a spot that it fit nicely in on the back side, kind of like, okay, so like down here. So let's work on the word kind. So I kind of know that I want to cut it somewhere around there. So what I did is I turned it over and I found that spot right where it fit into it, and in that's already been the stitching part, so it kind of fits nicely in there. And then I had it like that, and then I ran it through the die cut machine again, and then I just kept doing that for each of the words on each of the colors. And then you got something like this. See, sometimes you could line it up nicely, and then other times you have a little extra at the bottom or the top, depending on where you laid the die before you cut it around those words. But then that's what gave me each of these so that I could go ahead and glue them on to this silver foil paper that I die cut out with the larger of the stitch rectangles. And then I went ahead and glued those on here so that I could have that red, white, and blue look with the silver that would match the front of the card. So now what I'm going to do, and I'll do it off camera, as each of these are separate. So what I'm going to do is, see, now I have all these extras because I went ahead and, like I said, die cut each color. And I did do the white as well, but I'm just trying to decide whether I want to put the white in there or if I just want to um, use the white from the back of the cardstock. So it depends on the look that I want. So we'll see how I decide to do that. So what I'm going to do off camera is I'm going to go ahead and glue all this down to the front of the card, and, and then I'll come back and we'll finish up the inside and the outside, and then that'll be pretty much this card. It's really pretty simple. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I just wanted to show you that I was putting the glue actually on the cardstock here, as opposed to putting it on the little pieces, because I thought it would be easier. So I just wanted to show you how I was gluing that down. And then I just plop that into its little spot. And then there you have it. And the way I did it is since I always say red, white, and blue, so I started off with red, white, and blue, and I just kind of went down the line like that. So now let's go ahead and put this that I had already made on the front of the card, and I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals for that because I want that popped up. So I'm just going to go ahead and make sure I have enough on there because I don't want it to sag. So I'm going to put several, and then let's get the backings off of those dimensionals, and then we'll go ahead and put it on the front of the card. And then I want to show you what I did for my sentiment inside and how I got two colors on it. So I think I want to put this down here toward the bottom right corner. I think that would look cute. You could put it anywhere. You could put it up here, whatever you like. So let's go ahead and work on the inside. I decided to pull out my Stamparatus because of what I wanted to do. And because we're going to be using this sentiment here, you are really fabulous. But I wanted the you really are. I wanted that to be the starry sky, and I wanted fabulous to be in the real red. So I'm going to take my piece, and this is what I really like about the Stamparatus is, see, my piece is longer, so I don't have anything over here that's going to block it from not fitting into my Stamparatus. So I'm going to put that in the upper corner. But let me show you, last time I was doing a project, they say when you're using the actual rubber stamps that you don't need the foam that comes with it. But I had bought these magnetic sheets from Stampin' Storage, and it's just enough shim. So I did put that in here, and it gives me just enough of a shim so that the stamp will meet the paper a lot better. So I'm going to put this up in the upper right hand corner, and then I'm going to put my magnet there. And because I wanted the two colors, what I'm going to do is I'm going to color the fabulous in the red, but I'm using my markers, my Stampin' Right markers, because I don't want to get ink on the other area, because then I'd have to take it off before I color it with the Starry Sky marker. And what I like about this is now because I'm using the Stamparatus, I don't have to worry about if it's not going to be dark enough, because I can always re-ink it. So now I'm going to take my Starry Sky and I'm going to color the words above. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp that down and see how it looks. And go ahead, and hopefully it's straight. I worked on that for a little while to make sure that it was going to be straight. And see, I would like the red to be a little darker, so then you just go back in and color it again. And then we can go ahead and get at that the darkness that we want. So I love the Stamparatus for this purpose. And let me show you another little trick here when I get this colored that we're not going to do, but I just wanted to show you the cool thing also about the Stamparatus that the other stamp positioners don't have out there in the world, that why I love this one the best. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and ink that up again and go ahead and stamp that down again. And hopefully this will be, yeah, I like it. I think it's dark enough. So the trick that I really love about the Stamparatus that the other ones don't have is, let's say I wanted to stamp that again, let's say 3 times. I could literally just pull this out, move it down, and then stamp it again. And then pick it up, move it down, and stamp it again. And I would have, you know, multiple things of that. And that's what I really like about this, is that you can pick it up and move it. I think that is a cool design, and that was this is why this is probably my favorite stamp positioner. So just wanted to show you that. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this aside, and we're going to go ahead and adhere this to the inside of the card. Let me get my stamp and seal. And then this card will pretty much be done. And then you can use just a regular business envelope to mail it in. Right now, I think in the mini catalog, because this set is retiring, so you can get the envelopes. I'm not sure if the envelopes are still going to be in the, I'll have to look. I don't know if they're going to carry over or not. But if you don't want to buy those special envelopes, you can always get just a number 10 business envelope, and it'll hold it just fine. Okay, so there we go. There's the inside. So it says, "You are one of a kind, and you really are fabulous." So there's the inside. Alrighty there. So I hope you enjoyed that card. And I hope you enjoyed the other cards that I shared with you. And again, hopefully you're having a great day, or had a great day, depending on when you're watching the video. And we will see you again next Monday for another episode of my Mojoy Monday. And hope you all have a great week. And I'm hoping that it warms up, because I am ready to get out and start planting. And it's just a little too chilly for me right now, but because I like to play in the water. Alrighty, well, we'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.